Yo, what's good? What's good? Peace, blessings. Um, I dropped the link down there just in case somebody want to hop up. If not, it's all love. You know what I mean? But every time I get up here, I never drop it. So I'm just being thoughtful at the moment. You know what I mean? Mr. West, appreciate you, bro. You already know. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Um, like first thing first. Um, damn, it's like one thing after another, bro. That's what I be talking about. Um, prayers to Papa Will. Prayers to Papa Will. I call him OG Will, but most folks know him as Papa Will. A content creator on here, known him for a few years. Going through a situation and it ain't looking good at all. It tore me up to hear that, man. But that's what I be talking about. That's exactly what I be talking about. You just never know what folks be going through, man. You never have no idea. You can only imagine, right? Like people get up here, entertain, they do these lives and these videos. Of course, they gonna smile, laugh, and entertain while they're up here. But on the real, you don't know what a person is going through when they get off here. You know, that's why I don't play with, even though it's entertainment on here in certain parts. So people, even in real life, people mention the word death and they like take that for granted. They play with that. Like I don't believe in even playing with that. They won't ever hear me wishing anything negative like that on my enemy. I don't even feel like I have no enemies. Any situation I have is an understanding because I don't hate nobody. You know what I'm saying? Gary, what's going on? Appreciate you. You already know. You already know. But when you do that, you're not just involving you and that person because it can take a swerve and that energy can go right to somebody in your family who loves you, who you love. People don't think about that though. You know what I mean? But definitely big prayers to Papa Will and his family, man. You know? Um I already did my own little tribute for Miss Donna Jordan, Lady D. But I don't even go live a lot, so I'll talk about her again. Like I do think it's a shame because I did see this, right? And I ain't never pointing no fingers or nothing like that. I knew it was gonna happen, but I just think it's a shame how when you got people who have these situations and then it's like, why lady name being mentioned and something she can't even defend herself or respond to? Despite who fault it is, whatever the case, it just go to show you people they're not being mindful, man. That energy ain't no joke. I'm not an expert on it, but I've seen it work. Like that's a shame. People don't really sit and think about the things that they say, the things they do. Ain't nobody perfect. Cause I'm still working on it my damn self. I'm still working on it my damn self. You know what I mean? Um, but the thing I respected so much about Lady D, right? And again, condolences to her kids, her family, friends, and all of that. Miss Coco, appreciate you. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Thank you. The thing about her, like, she kept, how long I known this lady? Damn. For the whole time I was on here, I was introduced by somebody to her. Yeah. She was always a character. Like, the thing I liked it about her, though, if it was this, it was this. If it was that, it was that. And I always say that to people. I say, yo, keep the same energy. If it is what it is. If it's dislike, it's dislike. If it's love, it's love. Like she never said she was no angel either. You know what I mean? She would be with the same stuff she would talk about. She would be down with it. You know what I'm saying? If it was war, it was it was war. You know what I mean? She stayed in her own lane. She wasn't no follower. She wasn't kissing no behind. Like, I'm trying to work on my cursing too, by the way. I'm trying to work on my cursing. But Lady D, she definitely had a mouth like a sailor. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? But like her being such a character, that's why people loved her so much. Because if you came across her and you didn't know her, you'd be like, yo, who is this lady right here? This lady acting a fool, right? She had her situations. Everybody know that. She definitely wouldn't know. And she'd be the first to tell you though. You know what I'm saying? If it was the hell with you, it was the hell with you. If it was, love and peace, it was love and peace. You know what I mean? But she stood on that. She was never trying to fake it or anything like that. you know, but she was just like everybody else. You know, if you watched it long enough, then you know she was just you know, she was just a regular person like everybody else. Let's see. Rest in peace, the DJ. Thank you for being a real one. She spoke up my ear. She damn sure did. She ain't hold back, man. She didn't hold back. You know, she stayed like that. She was that the whole time I knew her. You know what I'm saying? I definitely ain't too many people like her, man. You know, because folks are who they are. Everybody's different from the next person. Everybody got their own personality. But you know, she definitely who she was, man. You know. But it's like I said, you just never know what folks got going on, man. You never know what folks is really dealing with behind the scenes, you know. I be thinking that be some of the reasons we see people get into these clashes on here half the time. They be having real stuff going on behind the scenes and they just taking it out on people. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody exempt. We all, you know, got our little issues and things like that going on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So it was snowing the other night, last night, right? And it made me think of the situation that had happened when I was a teenager, when I was a kid. Right? There's more to this too, so just walk with me right quick. Now, when I was a kid, when I was growing up in the north part of my city, which was like one of the roughest, you know, one of the most dangerous parts in my city. But I once upon a time I did live there. You know, I grew up there and stuff. A long time ago. Me and my brother and a few other people. It was in the wintertime, right? Just going around having fun, causing mischief, doing things that kids do. And looking back on it, I don't know why we even did this. At that time, it seemed like it was so innocent, right? We came across a group of these little girls who was outside of their house, and we were being playful. And we started chucking snowballs at these little girls, right? Now, mind you, at this time, I'm big and I'm stocky. For my teenage years, majority of my teenage years, I was always like big and stocky. You know what I'm saying? I was the biggest fool out the group. So it probably definitely looked crazy. Looking back on it, it probably looked crazy as hell to see. You know, I was barely even doing it. That's the whole thing. I remember barely even chucking snowballs at it. If I did, I was like missing on purpose, being playful, because that's what they wanted to do. You know how you a kid and you having fun with your folks, but they might do something that you did. Oh, we're going to do this. I didn't know we was doing this. We're going along with what your homies is doing. You know, it's kid stuff. So these little girls, you know, they're like, I thought they was fake crying. I thought they was fake crying for real, right? They end up going in the house or whatever. And my brother, he lived right around the corner from this house where they were in front of. So boom, we go around the corner. We sitting outside of the house, we laughing and joking. A couple of minutes later, we see like a group of these dudes is like, I want to say these probably like anywhere between 15, 16, 17. And it was this one dude in the front, bandana on his head, looking mean as hell. Right? Before we could even understand what was going, we looking at them like they crazy. They came out of nowhere. Before we could even get the words out, I forget exactly what they said, but if I had to reiterate, it probably was something like this. Was y'all niggas throwing snowballs at some kids? At some little girls around here? I don't even know who said anything first out of us. We were trying to figure out, like, huh? Like, we know we was doing it, but we didn't know exactly what, you know, how it was in relation to them. Mind you, these two dudes was pissed the hell off. And ultimately they knew it was us, you know what I'm saying? So what happened was, I think what they did, they was like, you know, come here, come around the corner or whatever. We trying to figure out what's going on. And the moms was out there. Their mother was out there. She kind of like laid into it. She cursed us out. Like, what was y'all doing throwing snowballs at my look? As she should be, because we was, you know, we was teenagers way older than them. You know, this is what I be talking about when I say kids do stupid things. We all did stupid shit as kids, you know. Even though, and I stand on this to this day, I barely even throw snowballs at these little girls. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really that type like that. I wasn't that damn wild, but the fools I was with, my brother and them, they definitely was wild. Um, But here's where the story got a little intense for me. Mind you, I said I was like the biggest one out of the group, right? Okay, let that stay with you. Boom. They curse us all out. The mother curses all us out. She's like, get up out of here, get the fuck, you know what I mean? But me, they like, you come in. It was like some mafia type shit, right? Now in their house, they have like the alleyway that leads to the back, right? These dudes, they're like the one who had the bandana on. The little girls were actually his nieces. That was his sister. The mom was his sister. He's behind me. He's kind of like leading me to the back of this damn house. It's like a mafia movie. The mama in the back, like waiting for me, standing there in the middle of the back. I'm like, I got my hands on my pockets the whole time. So I remember I had like this big ass coat on and stuff. Anti, what's going on? Appreciate you already. And it was really like a setup type moment. I don't know what's about to go on. I don't know what's about to happen here, you know. Um, but yeah, he kind of like pushes me like, no, don't get scared now. I'm like, you know, I don't know if I was like 20 or something like that, or maybe even 18, they probably would have did me up at the job. But when they finally got me back there, the lady was just like, yo, you ain't had no business doing that, this, that, and the third. And she said, don't let me catch you around here no more. That's what she said, right? The reason they really didn't like decide to like put hands on me and nothing, because this is a small like neighborhood. Even if we were in the wrong for the situation we partook in, if they would have took it to that extent, it still wouldn't have ended at that. You understand? Because the fact of the matter is, the folks I was with, they was the one who were doing it. Like it wouldn't have just ended like that. It would have turned. It would have escalated. Even if I was with these dudes who was doing wrong. Now, mind you, my brother, he lived right around the corner from them. So as far as her talking about, don't let me see you back around here again. Even after then, I still ended up like seeing the uncle, and I believe he was the cousin because boom, they had family that lived on both sides of where my brother lived at. And I remember one day I'm walking going to his house. He wasn't there, and I see one of the dudes that was out there with them. He's staring at me. He on top of his steps. But the real reason he didn't come down and try to approach me is because he didn't have no type of backup or anything. Because that's how most dudes work from the hood. There's some that'll shoot the fair with you or handle you by themselves. But for the most part, they're not gonna really do too much if they don't really have backup or whatever the case. But moral of this story is what I'm saying, because I couldn't think of another example, and this situation really just popped up in my head last night when it was snowing and stuff. It like started like it's like the second or third time it snowed, but it didn't stick or anything. It made me think of that situation, but I knew we had done wrong, and I wasn't about to run from that situation, even being as young as I was. I said, if they're gonna beat me down, if they're gonna, do whatever they're gonna do, I'm gonna stand on it because we didn't have no business doing that. Me thinking back, I'm like, wow, I should have stopped them from even doing it. I understood that their attention was on me because I was the biggest one out the group, and it's like you ain't no 15. You know what I mean? Well, what they say in Bad Boys 2, motherfucker, you look 30. It was like that. And I really never really looked at 15, so that's why they stopped me. He's like, nah, we got to holler at you, man. We got to talk to you. But I was like, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm going to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was with my homies and they was doing wrong. They hadn't been doing that. Jenny, appreciate you. Appreciate you. But, like, the main moral of that story is stand on it. Stand on it. What happened, Jenny? She said, sorry, I didn't mean to delete. Can't undo. Did you delete something? Did somebody get deleted? If you did, just type or whatever. I can't really see because I'm not on my phone. I can't tell. I should still be able to type, hopefully, whatever. But I stood on it and I kept the same energy even though I was dead wrong, right? Something that I've basically been yelling out for like the past year. Here it is, it's about to be 2025. And I feel like I'm about to buckle down on that. Because it's like I say, if I'm not cool with somebody, if I'm not friends with somebody, if there's a situation that can be patched up or fixed up, I'm down for that. Because I'm not a hateful person. But you can't stop what other people do. You can't stop other people's actions. You understand? And I never been a person that's gonna kiss, you know, or try to suck up or anything. You understand? You can't stop people from doing what they're gonna do. So all I say is stand on it. Just keep that energy like whatever it is. That's where I'm at with it. You know? And it's so crazy to me how people really be so stuck on everything just gotta be negative. Everything just gotta be about them, even at a time where let me tell you something, man. And this pertains to this app and outside of it, right? Y'all gotta stop trying to tell people where they can go. Jenny, appreciate you. Appreciate that. Birthday was a couple of days ago. Monday on the 2nd. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. Bronze, what up, bro? Appreciate you. Say love, sis. You already know. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. To always get thrown off. Always get thrown off. Y'all gotta stop trying to tell people or feel a way about where y'all see people go in these chats, bro. That's always been a thing on here. So I guess that specifically is a YouTube thing. It'd be so crazy. Like people so quick to call your name out because they see you going in the chat and they think that's you trying to diss them or whatever the case is. Let me tell you something. When somebody pass away and I see somebody like giving them their flowers or whatever, and they're talking about that person, giving that person their respect and things like that, and you never see me in there otherwise, that means I'm popping up in there to show my respect for the person who's being discussed. Because I knew a lot of people knew Lady D, but I didn't know a whole lot of people knew her. But I should have known better because she's been on here for years. You understand? Excuse me. But it's just so crazy. Like folks be in their feelings about things they ain't got no reason being in their feelings about. And that's just life in general. Like nobody don't pay nobody bills on this mug, right? And the same people who be complaining about who be doing this and doing that, like about who showing support to this person, when the fact of the matter is, like, y'all don't even be showing that much support on it. What are you talking about? That's why I love to remind people about things, bro. Just in general, I love to remind people about that hypocrisy that be coming out their mouth. If other people forgot, I didn't. Not Realest. Nah. Keep a book in my head, a book memory in my head. Yeah, for sure, Coco. She sure has been a real one, man. If she didn't like you, that's what it was. She wasn't trying to be like, that's why I said in my other video, she reminded me of me. Um, it is what it is. It's not that you're trying to go out your way to be liked by everyone, but you're extending that hand and you're open to patching up situations if necessary, whatever the case. But she never was going to jump out the window to be liked or to be accepted by nobody. And that's why I respected her so much. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Even to her last few breaths, I guarantee you she stayed that way. Because even when she was in the hospital doing her last few videos, she kept the same energy. She up in there joking with the doctor. She joking with him. Like she was saying in a joking way, like, Doc, am I gonna die? Okay, okay, keep it real with me. Tell me, am I going? Like this is what she was saying in the last video that I watched of her. She was joking about. She didn't really have that. She was still on here tearing fools up in the hospital. For real. She was still lighting fools up. So anybody that know her, no, it ain't never about her being an angel, nothing like that. Because if you knew her, you already knew what was up with her. But she was not no fake ass person. You can't change a person. People are gonna be who they gonna be. If you don't really respect the way they move, or whatever the case is. But if they got it honest and they'll tell you, what more can you do than respect it? Yeah, what's going on? Appreciate you. You already know. You already know. But yeah, I never really cared about New Year's resolutions like that. I don't care about shit like that. But I think I am gonna have one this year. And really, it's no different than what it's been this past year. I'm just finna buckle down on it. And it's that, keep that same energy. I don't care if you my father or mama. You hear what I say? I don't care if you auntie, uncle, niece, nephew. I don't give a damn who it is. Now, when I say this, I'm not like uh some evil person who doesn't believe in like fixing situations. I'm just saying I go off for the moves other people make. I go off for the actions from other people, and we can't change what other people do. We can't stop other people from doing the things they do, right? Like if you see me moving a certain way, it's because I'm the type of person where I'm going off your actions. I'm going off the vibe I'm getting from you. You understand? I'm going from my gut instinct. I'm going from that voice that's in my head that's like, so it's never nothing personal. You try not to take certain things personal with people, Sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes I could be dead wrong about the assumption I'm making. I could be wrong about things I've assumed about certain people, you know? But that's just a part of being human. I sit up here and I say that though. I say that. You understand? It's like you rather listen to that voice instead of taking that chance with people. You don't want to be no damn sucker. You don't want to be no fool. You don't want to be smiling and shaking hands and hugging and supporting and all this. People who really don't even give a damn about you, who really don't rock with you like that. That's the same thing as dealing with family. How many times you be around family, they just got done talking about your ass, but they'll hug you though. They'll hug you. What? Oh, Bronze, Realest, who's Donna Jordan? Missed it, fam. Uh, Donna, she's a content creator, Bronze, who's been on here since the first time I came on here years ago. Yeah, Lady D. You might have seen that name insert. I'm pretty sure if you've been around here long enough, Bronze, you've probably seen that name, Lady D, DJ around here. She's had her situations and things like that, you know. Um, yeah, she had passed away, you know. And the thing is, when she was doing the last few videos she did, it had been a few weeks since I had seen her make another video. I'm thinking to myself, I had a feeling. I had a feeling deep down. I'm like, but I'm thinking at the same time, while this woman's in the hospital, I'm thinking maybe it's something that just became a thing, you know? But obviously she must have been sick, but so I'm like, let me try to reach out the best way I can because I don't know her outside of YouTube like a lot of people. You know what I mean? There's been other people who've passed on YouTube before, and the only way we might find is people who right now who ain't seen in a minute on this app, and they might have passed away. God forbid, but we just never know until somebody actually, you know, people find out. Oh, they had a little community of people they was cool with. Well, let me let them know. Yeah, that person passed away. Unfortunately, just wanted to let y'all know. You understand? And if it wasn't for somebody who thought like that, nobody would know even now. But I had my thoughts because I'm like, well, she ain't even making no videos. Let me leave a comment or something because I was willing to call hospitals and see, do y'all have a Donna Jordan? You know what I mean? But I didn't know, I didn't have no traction. I didn't know where to. And she had passed away on the 16th. So this woman had been deceased for a little bit now. And from my understanding, she had been cremated, It was a shocker, but it wasn't that big of a shocker. You know what I'm saying? But just keep this in mind, man. Like you just never know what people got going on in real life. You never know. You just never know. You know, like some people, they be having certain things going on, and that be the reason for their actions towards other people. You understand? They're not looking for this, but they might be looking for sympathy or attention, but they don't know how to go about talking to somebody. Some people just want an ear and a shoulder to put their head on, but really, all they know how to do is to lash out. Some people, when they really want that attention because of something they're going through, they just lash out. They don't know any other way. It's like I ain't no soft pump. You know what I mean? I'm not no expert on that, but I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. So again, condolences to her family, her friends, because she had kids. And it was like, damn, one thing after another. Prayers to Papa Will. I'm sure y'all know Papa Will, right? Um, I guess he has a situation that, it's not looking good. You know what I mean? And I don't even feel right getting up here talking about like being the first to break certain things. You know what I mean? I don't know how many people have even discussed it, but somebody let me know. But I know other people know him, and we're on the subject of people who are going through things. Good people, you know what I mean? I don't like putting people business out there, anything like that. But when it's something like that and other people know this person, I feel like, I have a platform and we all know each other. So it's like, if this person doesn't know, let me say it, you know? Lady, they was really there for me in so many ways. She helped me fight while she was fighting herself. She was like that, man. That don't surprise me. Like she was an OG of this that beef sector thing people be talking about. She was an OG of that. Oh, she was an OG of that. And she didn't care what people thought about her either. Like she would be over there dancing, rapping, all type of shit. I would be sitting there watching, knew that trolls come up in there saying, "Oh my God, what is this lady doing? Lady, you too old to be doing this. Lady, you too old to be doing that." But she didn't care nothing about that. You know what I mean? She'll be over there busting it down for her age. I'm saying, like her thing was to just make people laugh and have fun and enjoy life, you know. So once again, that's another reason why I have so much respect for her. She wasn't worried about what people thought. She wasn't worried about how people felt. You understand? It was what it was. What it was. How could you not respect somebody like that? She wasn't trying to be nothing different. You know. But just be mindful though, because you just never know what people got going on here, man. There's some of the reasons you don't see half people come on here no more. And that's what my whole thing be when I be on here and I be reacting to certain situations. I be like, yo, people got real life shit going on. Like, come on. You know what I mean? But some people don't look at it like that. Some people use that as fuel to do the things they do. But me, when I feel like I got, when it's real ish going on, I feel like I want positive energy around me. I'm not trying to manifest more negative energy. I'm already down enough. That's how I feel about it. But yeah, you know, and going into this new year, everybody's lost somebody. That's why a lot of people don't make a big deal out of these holidays and things like that. You understand? Condolences to anybody who's lost anybody, and prayers to anybody who's going through something. It's all about manifesting positive energy. Because ain't nobody different. We all need a hug. We all need an ear. We all need a shoulder. It's just at different points in our life. Ain't nobody different. But like I say, man, 2025, my whole thing is just keep the same energy. It is what it is. If you deal with a person, deal with them. If not, you don't. Anything in the middle of that, you know, and communication is a mug too. Because I learned that this year too with communication. Sometimes all it takes is a little bit of communication and you can kill all the confusion, all the extra ish, all of that go out the window. But you can't do nothing if somebody doesn't want to communicate. You understand? Maybe you want to patch up a particular situation with somebody. And for the sake of hearing these situations like I was just talking about, there's always a reason to. Life is short. If you feel like you want to, you do that. But I'm just saying we can't stop the decisions that other people make. We can't help it if they say fuck us. You understand? I'm not going to continue to embrace peace when you got your middle finger in my face. You know what I mean? So at some point, it's just like keep the same energy. I don't hate you. I got nothing against you. But just stay consistent. Stand on that. Frankie Blanco, appreciate you, bro. You're ready. My whole thing is I'm going to make you stand on it. You ain't going to have no choice but to stand on it with me. That's not no threatening message or anything. I'm saying if it's respect, cool. If it's like, cool. If it's hate, if it's disrespect, if it's hate, whatever it is, I'm going to make you stand on it. I'm going to interact with you the same way you interact with me or less. It's going to be the same energy you give to me. I'm finna buckle down on all that 2025. I've already feel like I've been doing that. But I figure I would just, make it official. It's like New Year's coming in, New Year's resolution, right? And me, for the first time in my life, let me have one. Let me have a New Year's resolution. That's the only one I could come up with. It is what it is. Yeah, appreciate you, Blanco. Blanco, I don't know if you got a wrench, bro. You can drop your channel. Anybody that's in the chat, y'all could drop your channels and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, or I could just do it for y'all. Hold on, let me go for my phone. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Before I get off here. Let me see. Just for the sake of that, let me see. Yeah, y'all can go ahead, man. And give y'all a few wrenches so I can just drop y'all channels. Yeah, definitely, man. Prayers to Papa Will. I always called him OG, one of the smartest elderly men I ever came across, man. And I don't want to speak about him like the worst has already happened. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I noticed it was a minute before I seen him like doing anything on here. You don't think too much of it because people just get tired of the app. You don't think too much of it when you see people not doing anything on here because people do have life. This is not all there is to life. YouTube. People get tired of this shit. People grow out of this shit. I know me. Like, I was on here doing, I had the vampires thing jumping off. I was finna turn that into something, but I've been on here for so long that my energy for it is very minimal. You understand? And it's like, when you're trying to do something, when you're trying to do something positive, whatever the case, sometimes it don't always receive the same support either. So it'd be like, I don't even know if I really wanna, you know what I mean? But for sure, next chapter. Yeah, I'll drop y'all links, subscribe to each other and all of that, you know. I ain't gonna be on here for too much longer, but I definitely want to jump up here and just put some positive energy into the air, man. Big blessings and positivity to anybody that's going through. I don't care what it is. Cause we come from different walks of life. We in different cities and states. We miles apart, but everybody got something going on. Some situations might be bigger than others. You understand? Some might be smaller than others. But we all got some stuff going on. People don't want to come out and tell you because people don't want to be pitied. Like I know I'm not the type of person. I don't like no damn pity. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that, bro. You have to call you all the new ancestors. Straight like that. You know? And that's what that is. Just just keep the same energy, man. You know? I'm always down. I ain't never been a hateful person, right? But my only thing is, I don't believe in trying to get people to force. I don't believe in trying to force people to change their opinion. If they look at me a certain way, they look at me a certain way, or whatever the case is. The best you can do is state your case if you care enough to. You understand? Somebody come up to me and say, "Yo, what's that? This discussion? Let's square this up." Whatever. The case. I'm open for that because I don't wish nothing on nobody. This person didn't do nothing to me, ain't take nothing from me, and we ain't smash my lady or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Nothing like that. Nene, what's going on? Appreciate you. Hope everything is good with you. Blessings to you and all of that. But yeah, and that's not even a bad thing. I feel like everybody should believe in that. Keep the same energy. It's simple. You know, if it's black, it's black. If it's white, it's white. If it's if it's this, let it stay this. If it's that, let it be that. But some people be wanting you to kiss their ass, bro. And I can honestly tell you, anybody who know me outside of this would tell you that ain't never been my thing. That ain't mean, that don't mean that I'm not open to fixing anything. Because I think people get you twisted when how you come on this app, because you only got a little bit of, a certain amount of time to speak about what you speak about. And for me, I only come on here for like an hour, hour and a half. So I think people probably pick up a certain vibe from me that I probably just don't care about nothing. I'm probably like the hell with everybody, but that ain't the case. I'm saying his love for everybody and this, that, and the third. But I'm just saying I believe in keeping the same energy. you know. And some people might think I probably feel a way about them or whatever the case is, but I'm just going off of the energy that I felt. You understand? I literally say this all the time. I don't even know why I should be even explaining. Kevin in here? Yo, what up, Kevin? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying? And drop your links and all of that. Nene, I thought you had a link up in there. Thought you had a wrench, I mean. You know, you could drop your what's the name? Hold on. Before I get up out of here. I know you don't be on here like that, but you know, I want people to be able to drop their what's the name and all of that. Man. But like I say, you know, my plan wasn't to be up here for too long, anything like that. You know, I pop out like what once a month usually or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's just like I say, man. You know, I don't even care how repetitive it sounds. You know, because we human. At the end of the day, nobody has to get along with anybody. We can be cordial. Some people don't even believe in being cordial. I've seen people who might have been in the same, like let's say on here for instance, in the same chat, right? They don't even want to go in the same chat with certain people because they can't contain themselves. They can't hold it in. Listen, I can go in the same chat with anybody. You know what I mean? Because even in real life, I'm like, they don't touch me, I don't touch them. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. But you know, not all energies are gonna uh be intertwined. Not all energies are gonna meet, and not all personalities are gonna meet. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is just keep it's so simple. Like I literally been saying this all year, you know, and the time I didn't say it, I'm about to buckle down on it for 2025. Okay, like I say, I don't care who it is. Granddaddy, grandma, it don't matter. You know, just keep the same energy. That's all. It's not hard to do either. Don't say you love this person, then you wake up one day and it's fuck them. You know what I mean? Because you might be going through your situation. That could be anybody go. You know, because when we go through things in life, you don't necessarily want to be bothered with certain people. You know what I mean? But just let them know that, or anything, or come back to them later on, and be like, yeah, I was. You know what I mean? Listen, I got this. You don't even know what. You don't know the half of it. You know, because we pick up on things and we sometimes we can get it confused. It's like, oh damn, it's like that. So it's the hell with me like that. It's straight to hell, you know. Confusion. That's why communication is important, though. That's why communication is important. Nicole Bell, appreciate you, appreciate you. You know, but yeah, man, I'm about to get up off of here. You know, I was due for one, you know, because like I say, every month I jump up on here for a little bit. You know what I mean? And stop the hypocrisy too. Like, you know, people be swearing that somebody be trying to do something. I be hearing people be talking like people be so against them, like people be trying to do things to them and stuff because they see them, you know, in other places, like you know, and it common sense, man. Oh my God, bro, it's really as simple as that. It common sense is not common, you know. Shout out to Buster because he was the first one to say it. Rare sense is what I call it. Common sense ain't common no more. It's very rare. You understand? But like I say, it's always about the same energy. Slide accordingly. You know, peace, blessings, condolences to anybody who's lost anybody this past year. Because, you know, a lot of us weren't feeling the holidays. You know, a lot of us, it's like, you know, I don't want nothing to do with it. This person ain't here. You know, we don't even look at it the same no more. You understand? Um, and 2025 right around the corner. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all believe in any New Year's resolutions, whatever the case is, you know, but make it happen. When I be up here saying things like, don't wait for that, don't wait for this. Only thing I be saying is just life is short, you know, and based on the situations I was speaking on not too long ago, you understand why I say that. You know, it's ironic that, you know, you hear about these situations happening, these people having their You know, and I literally say this all the time. Life is just short, man. It's short like that. You just never know. You never know. It really is precious. Like life really is precious. You know, I don't care how repetitive I sound. If you leave when I'm done doing these lives, if you don't walk away with one message from anything that I said, I want you to walk away with that. You know. But shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying, for running my mouth and all of that. Peace and blessings and all that. And remember, keep that same energy, man. Keep that same energy, because everybody got stuff going on. Like, you know, communication is a mug too. You know, like there's been times in life where people have had, people felt, okay, this person don't want nothing to do with me. This person, we not on good terms, even though I might have grew up with this person, but then come find later on in life, they find that the person passed away. They ain't never even had time to squash it. They ain't never even had time to have that one last conversation with them. You know, like the human ego is a trip. You know what I mean? So when I say keep the same energy, you know what I'm saying? There's just, when you come to the conclusion that, okay, this person made this decision, that's where they stand. I can't do nothing about that. That's what that is. I'm not going to try to force a grown man or grown woman to think to think otherwise about me. I'm not going to try to get them to interact with me if they don't. You know what I mean? It is what it is. People make their decisions. You know, but we all grown. We already know this. I'm just reiterating it. I'm gonna keep on reiterating it. I'm gonna keep on yelling it. Yeah, definitely, Nicole. Definitely. But let me get up off there, man. I appreciate y'all. Um, peace and blessings. Y'all be easy.